Okay guys, welcome back to the second episode of our house building adventures of a not so grand design house build in Ubon Ratchathani province, Thailand. At the end of the last episode we'd done the first post ceremony. We were about to start assembling the rebar. As I mentioned, there's going to be lots of rebar. So, day 11, the workers have a day off. The rebar is almost finished. Just one beam to finish way over there. Day 13, and the shuttering's arrived, and they don't waste any time putting it together. Yes, that's one of the ladies on the tools there, showing the guys how it's done. Day 15, and the formwork for the lower part of the main house had been poured, and the veranda and the carport. And the next day they did the ground beams for the main part of the house, the main slab. And a couple of days later they took off the formwork for the ground beams and began putting up the shuttering for the columns in the main part of the house. All the ground beams were filled by ready mix, but for the columns they mixed it up themselves and poured it in by bucket after bucket after bucket. Although the crew were careful about using a plumb bob to get the shutters vertical, they did make a mistake with one of the columns. As soon as I saw it, once they'd taken the shuttering off, I could see that it wasn't plumb. But once he saw it, he said, "Yeah, no problem. We'll knock it down, redo it." And this one was dead vertical. No big deal in the end. Just a few days wasted. And then it was time to compact the fill between the slabs, between the ring beams, add more fill where needed, compact again. It's a rare sight on a Nissan building site, a compactor machine. There's our lady friend on the tools again. Then on evening of day 29 we went out and found that they had poured the concrete slab for the front and side verandas and the carport. Day 30. Yesterday the concrete slab was laid for verandas. Today they're finishing the compacting, laying out the formwork for the main slab. Evening of day 30, still setting up. Anyway, the next day, concrete trucks turn up again for the main slab. The usual wet and runny Thai concrete, stuff they'll always use and always will. Nothing we can do about it. But by the end of the day, this is what it looked like. Here we are, ready for the grand tour. No, not Jeremy Clarkson. So, drive into the carport, walk in through the front door, Wife's little Buddha zone over there. Living area to the right. TV, lounge, media type place. Kitchen. A dining area and a little area for my desk and computer. Out through glass doors onto the veranda. And there's also a front veranda and over there on the other side of what will be a patio there'll be laundry, behind that workshop, storage and gym. And then around lunchtime, day 35, one of the roofing crew turned up, started putting on the load bearing plates on top of the columns, did half a day's work and then disappeared for 5 days. So I don't know what happened there. Came back with a couple more mates 5 days later, did a few more and they disappeared again. Day 40, the guys came back, finished off doing the load bearing plates on top of the columns, and next day, day 41, the first roof beams went up. Lots and lots of galvanised steel. Then on day 46, the roof sheets turned up, long before they were ready for it. I wish we'd got there a bit earlier, because they were delivered on top of a pickup. These sheets here are 13 metres long, and this is the pickup. It wouldn't be allowed back home in most places, but this is Thailand. Still going to be a few more days before they're ready to put the sheets up, but better early than late, I guess. The sheets are insulated with 35mm of PU foam. And then on day 49 we turn up to see the roof is going on. They were a well-oiled machine and they'd obviously done this before, but not this quick, obviously speeded up. But by the evening the main roof was on, the verandas and the outbuilding, so good job. After getting the main part of the roof on in one day, things slowed right down. First they had to cut all the framework for the cladding on the sides and the supports, all the soffits, put them into place. Then they had to cut the soffits to size and screw them in under the roof. This is where things got a bit disorganised. They had to take the veranda roof off, or about half of it, so that they could fit the soffits and the cladding under the main roof where it slopes down at the back. Day 60. Still working on the cladding and the soffits. Still got to put the roof back on for the veranda. But we're getting there. Sorry about the wind noise there. Just one piece of the cladding to do on the outbuilding. Still got to put the roof back on the veranda where they took it off to do the soffits. And surprise, surprise, we have a delivery of AAC blocks, 1,600 of them in the first delivery, plus the special mortar to go with it. So things are looking up. maybe we'll have some walls soon. And with the first sign of walls going up soon, I'll leave you there. You know the drill. Subscribe if you would like to see more. Hopefully you will want to watch the next episode when the walls go up. In the meantime, I'll leave you with this little time lapse that I've taken. A series of photos taken from what will be the laundry door over the first 59 days. See you then. Bye.